So today we're talking about bringing your heart to your business. Bringing your heart to your business. So let me ask you a question, Receptive Radio community. How many of you bring your heart to your business every day? How many of you love what you do? Put a yes in the comments if you love what you do. So welcome. This is Receptive Radio, your tuning station, especially for soulpreneurs, healers, guides, facilitators, coaches, people who are making an impact in this world and helping us to be more in our hearts when we do our business. So this show is for you. So yeah, how many of you love your business? You love it so much that are you always in your heart when you're doing your business? Do you find yourself getting pulled out of your heart and into your head and into your thoughts and into sleepless nights where you're thinking and worrying all night long of what you have to do and what you have to get done? That is one of the issues when we're running a business that we have to be aware of, that it can pull us out of our heart. It can pull us out of why we are doing what we're doing and cause us stress and anxiety. So I wanted to bring this up because when you're a heart-centered business owner, it's not a business school thing. You're not going to business school and learning how to be coming from business from your heart. So it might sound foreign to some people, and it might be totally your jam being heart-centered. But it's not a numbers game, even though those things are important. When you're coming from your heart in your business, it's really the love of your purpose. It's your why you're doing what you're doing. And doesn't it make your heart sing when you have clients who love working with you, are getting the results that they wanted by working with you, and they're also receiving the value that you're offering, and it's a pleasure to work with them. So if more of us could be aligned with our heart and our purpose and our dreams when we're doing our businesses, wouldn't it be a really great world? So I'm talking about this today because I am a heart-centered entrepreneur and I love connecting with other heart-centered entrepreneurs. I love supporting you. And I ran a masterclass a week or so ago, and I was sharing a presence practice. And one of the women in the event had a really aha moment. Don't you love it when your clients have aha moments? Put a yes in the comments. And her aha moment in this was that she realized why her staff or her clients or potential clients weren't hearing her. They weren't listening to her when she talked. And it had to do with, it's not that she doesn't love her business. It just had to do with not being present to her heart, not being present to her in her body, being more in this thought-based, I've got to do this and I got to do that, and that kind of energy. And that distracts from being heard and seen and being visible or people remembering you. It affects your energy signal when you're doing business. Merlin is joining us for this episode. He always helps you get in your heart. So that really brought joy to my heart during that masterclass, because what I shared helped her to realize something, that she wasn't in her body, coming from her heart when she's communicating with her clients or staff, and it was affecting her business. So who doesn't want to learn something about themselves that will make their business more successful and their lives? Because heart-based entrepreneurs, you can put a yes in the comments for this one too, are if you're a heart-based entrepreneur, you want to work with heart-centered clients and employees. And how many of us get to do that all the time? I remember in my CPA career of 18 years, I think I naturally was coming from the heart, but I was often pulled out into my head, thinking and analyzing a lot and getting, cranky a lot. And when you're cranky at work, you don't feel like it's good. And I didn't really find myself resonating with a lot of heart-centered people at work. They thought they liked being there and doing the work, but they weren't in that energy of their heart was in it. And it kind of drags you down if you're in a place where nobody's heart's in it. They're just there for the paycheck, or they're just there for the work experience, or they're just kind of routine robotics, just doing the work, not really knowing why, just to get it done. And that doesn't seem very heart-centered to me, and it wasn't where I wanted to be. And it was a reason why I left that career. I'm still a CPA and I still use those skills to help my clients now, but I'm not surrounded by people who are not working from their heart. So it made me wonder, why don't we come from the heart when we're at work? Why don't we come from the heart when we're in our business? And it comes down to what I've realized and what I've been investigating over many years, is that sometimes your dreams and your goals are so powerful, like what you really want for your life, for your business, how you want to show up in the world is so powerful. It's scary. It's so scary that it brings you back into the comfort zone of just not doing anything from the heart center. Staying stressed, staying distracted, staying procrastinating, letting yourself be awake all night, doing your to-do lists and planning for tomorrow, or reanalyzing what you did today, where you made mistakes, creating anxiety. And I don't think any of us, this is all subconscious. None of us want this for ourselves. We don't want to feel stressed. We don't want to have anxiety. We don't want to be distracted. But subconsciously, the goals that we have are so powerful that they scare us. And so we shrink a little. We stay stuck a little. And it takes us longer to achieve and accomplish what we want. And that's what I love to do, is I help people realize that it's not their fault. It's the subconscious. It's old programming. It's old conditioning. It's, doubts, feeling not good enough, to realize this big dream that you have that is so powerful. But some of you that are in this room, you've made the leap. You've made the leap and you've decided, no, I want to be an entrepreneur and I want to do what I love. So then you do want to come from your heart more often. But at the same time, there's this old comfort zone that is hanging around, pulling you away from your heart more often than not, because of the need to earn revenue so that you can keep running your business, paying your payroll every week or every 2 weeks, worried about getting the next job or the next lead for your business, worried about social media marketing. All of these things are, if you're not coming from your heart, they can move you into anxiety and worry and stress and take you right out of your heart. And it's common. It's common. But if you're really wanting to lead with your heart and come from that place, there's ways that you can get in touch with your heart and the goals of your heart so that you can lead with it more often And it takes cultivation, it takes practice, it takes awareness, it takes being aware that you're thinking and worrying and you're not coming from your heart. And then also noticing, paying lots of attention to when you are coming to your heart and how that feels and how valuable you feel when you're in your heart center and how valuable your clients or your potential clients feel when you're strong in your heart and strong in your value. So many of you know I'm a CPA. I'm a shamanic practitioner. I'm a healer, a guide. And I also come from horse racing training. So I have this breadth of, and I've also been a waitress. I was a waitress for 10 years. So I also have this big knowledge base of work experience, life experience, and education and designations and all that kind of stuff. And that's all just skills in business and everything. And what I like to do is I like to help people take all of that and really cultivate your purpose from that so that it's something you love, something that you love doing. And then you can be more around people who also love what they're doing and you're of service to them. You're giving your service and your value to them. And I recognize lately that there is a drought of service out there. Since the pandemic, many people are short staffed and all that kind of stuff. I noticed when I was in my accounting career that people are undertrained and they're just flying by the seat of their pants. There's nobody mentoring them or training them. And service is lacking. And when we're in worry and anxiety about things or stressed out and not sleeping, it's hard to give good service. And I really believe that service comes from the heart. It comes from this unconditional desire to offer value from the heart center. And I think that is so valuable, and it's something that we all can cultivate. And so let me tell you another story. I was recently at 2 different events on 2 different days where I was receiving. I was not facilitating them. I was a vendor at one, but I was just basically receiving from facilitators running the event. And they were teaching us valuable things. And, I was having a good experience. And it was in a heart-centered container. They were coming from their heart. But at the end of the events, there was no way, they didn't let you know. And I think it was because they were nervous. And they didn't let you know how to keep working with them, how to connect with them more. They didn't offer their service in a clear way so that you could keep working with them because you loved what they taught you there. And I find that that's just because we're scared of how powerful our dreams are, that we play it safe instead of taking a risk and putting ourselves forward. But what else I noticed when I was at these events is because I stated what I did. I'm a shamanic practitioner, I'm a guide, I'm a healer, I'm a CPA. I help people do their purpose powerfully and create prosperity doing what they love. I said that out loud. And I was just there receiving. People came up to me to ask me more about what I do and about connecting further with me. And I just was there, and I was in my heart all day long, feeling comfortable there, feeling powerful there, and feeling valuable there. And that was just in my energy field. And it attracted people towards me almost effortlessly. I didn't have to try. I didn't have to push. I didn't have to worry about, oh, am I going to meet any people here that will help my business? I didn't have to do any of that. And it was so amazing. And so what I want to say is that when you're feeling like you're ready for the next step and you want to come from your heart center, do it. take that risk to make the next offer. Take that risk to let people know that they can continue working with you. And just stay in your heart when you're communicating. If you can come into your heart center and communicate from there as much as possible, everything else seems to come together. And then if you're worried about, oh, I have to write this blog post, or I have to do this social media post, I got to get these emails out, but you met 3 people who want to have a call with you at an event or something, put them first, because they're right there. They're right there. And follow through on your heart's desire to be of service. So when we're creating content and advertising to attract clients, sometimes that can distract us from serving the clients we already have from our heart and being visible to the ones that are right near us all the time, that are there, when we go out, when we're at networking events or at speaking gigs like this one, on a platform. It's more about being in your heart. So I want to teach you a little practice it's a shamanic practice that I've known for years. And I always have to remind myself about it as well. And you can do this at the beginning of every day to set up your day. So just bring yourself into your heart center. Just imagine yourself inside your body, inside your heart. You can close your eyes. Just imagine that there is a golden line, kind of like the yellow line on the road, coming right out of your heart, and is going into the horizon. And you're walking along this golden road that's coming out of your heart. And just imagine that road is clear. It's open. It's aligned with your purpose. And it is connecting you with your dream, with your purpose, with the power of your purpose. And it is connecting you with everything you want. And that it is leading you, your heart is leading you forward in every step that you're going on it. And you've set up your day to walk the heart's path in your business, in your life, with your family. And then when something does come up that is not aligned with your heart, or if you do notice that you're worrying about something all of a sudden, or you're anxious, you can just come back to your heart center, into that golden road that is on the front of it, leading you forward. Yeah. So thank you so much for practicing that with me. And I encourage you to practice it tomorrow morning or tonight. And just, bring yourself back to your heart center. Why my business? I want to lead my business from my heart. I want to serve from my heart. And it can help bring you back to what's priority, so that you follow through on your heart's desire, to be of service in your business, in your life, in your family. And I know it's easier said than done. And it's harder to practice things without reminders on a regular basis. So that's what I help people do, is I help them cultivate the power, cultivate their heart center as the leading guiding force in their business and their life. And because I work from both the life and the business aspect, and taken all of my experience, service, horse training, accounting, healing, shamanism, and I take that all to really offer the support to entrepreneurs, soulpreneurs, heart-centered soulpreneurs, so that you can really be powerful and confident moving forward on the golden road of your dreams. So I looked before I got on today, and I have 3 spots next week available for a 30-minute call. And I encourage you to book that call, and I'll put the link to my calendar in the comments. So have a great day. And thank you for watching Receptive Radio, your tuning station.